you like, poverty is the background to those things. But really in our context, what is different to the JUCONI context is HIV and AIDS plays a big part of the problem, especially when one or both parents die, the children are forced onto the street. Domestic violence in terms of abuse, be it physical or sexual or emotional, is another indicator, but it's not as high as what JUCONI have found in Latin America. Poverty is the overriding thing, and then it would be HIV and AIDS, and then education and employment opportunities. So there's a very strong desire to find education, and this is very difficult in our context. It takes a long time to build the relationship and trust. It begins with football and outreach, where we go to the street every week and meet with them, and then through healthcare, education, lots of visits to the family and to their home, and talking and counselling with them. Do you want to go home? Is it safe to go home? And if it is, then we will try. If not, then we place them in foster care, which is something that Retrak have pioneered in Uganda and have now started in Ethiopia. Retrak are very successful at this. In Ethiopia, 90% of the children who have been returned home are still at home 2 years later. In Uganda, it's about 80%. So we do a lot of work we call follow-up, income support, to help them raise money at the monthly stage, and the 6-monthly stage, and the annual stage. We go and do a review, ask the family how are they, ask the children how are they, ask the community how are they, and then support them to help them stay and remain. Sometimes this means finding them school places, sometimes it means employment opportunities or apprenticeships, so lots of different things. Yeah, I mean, well, it's different. It depends on whether you ask the child or the staff or somebody else. So for a child, success for them is a safe place to sleep and a relationship that they can trust on. For a member of staff, success is they learn to become a mechanic or a carpenter or a barber and can set up their own employment. Success for me is a mixture of all of those things. But ultimately, success is about having the choice to never have to live on the street again. That's what success is for me.